Why the road is better than the inn. If you are really hungry and you decide to eat a sack of fast food along with your favorite alcoholic beverage, it would be a good time. Particularly if you are watching the latest installment of your favorite movie or TV show. Even better if you are surrounded by a bunch of friends. Would this be a good idea or a bad idea? It depends. If you did this every day, like if you won the lottery or something, it would get pretty boring, even frustrating. But suppose you'd been training for a year and the previous week you'd finished a marathon well under your target time. And this was a marathon success party. Under this scenario, it would feel fantastic. Perhaps one of the best days of your lives. If you worked hard for 10 to 15 years, saving a lot, living within your means, you'd have a lot of money in the bank. This money, since it took years of hard work, would be very meaningful. You'd think in terms of what that money represented. Hard work in the past, a lot of free time in the future that you didn't need to work. A feeling of doing something very few people can manage to do. On the other hand, imagine you're living hand to mouth. You work hard, but by the time your next paycheck comes, you're back down to zero in your bank account. Then you find a sack of money. Most people under this hand-to-mouth financial situation would see this found money much differently than the guy who saved his entire life. That found sack of money would be gone pretty quickly. This is precisely why winners of lotteries almost always end up worse off. First, it's fantastic, but the law of diminishing returns kicks in pretty quickly. The first $1,000 you blow on a suit feels great. The next $1,000, not so much. Just like an addict, you need to keep spending more to get the same effect. So when all the money runs out, you have essentially destroyed any long-term thinking and planning skills. See a pattern here? Short-term unexpected gains can ruin you. Long-term slowly built up gains built up by you will strengthen you. You have a capacity for both pleasure and pain, in the short term and in the long term, caused by you or enjoyed unexpectedly. Consider that the best way to live your life is not to always be chasing lucky quick hits of pleasure, but to slowly build on your own more and more long-term pleasure. This will create a very happy past of what you've already done, and an expectation of a fantastic future that you will continue to create. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.